Edward Grant. Today, Rumiqullqa. Oh, I like to say that name. It feels good. Rumiqullqa. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the gateway to Lake Titicaca. Now, when we are talking about Rumiqullqa, we did a beautiful channeling session there. Definitely head on over to Robert Edward Grant's YouTube page where you can see the full Alpha Chi Omega 144 expedition in Peru in 2025 this year. Not only beautifully recapped by Gabriel, who follows us around diligently with his camera, as I put it on Do Not Disturb on my screen. But also, we were told by Robert to take photos, analyze them later, because not only does he know that there's more stone glyphs ready to be found there, challenge accepted team, but due to time constraints and limitations at the site, and because the tour is just so jam-packed with things to see and do, he knows there's more to be found there, but not necessarily enough time to sit and find it. So I have some photos from there. I know I saw things while I was there. This is truly what we believe to be the gateway, the portal during the Yuga cycles to truly allow not only the new galactic beings in to our energy and frequency with 3i Atlas, but also very much felt the animalistic energy of the time. And if you listen to the channeling, we very much felt like this is where other animalistic beings like Lyrans were potentially coming in, not only working on the human hybridization project, but is that how we got half animal, half human beings? As a woman that sees litters of kittens and says, "Oh, my uterus," could I be a Lyran cat being? She has 7 cats currently, so could be. Jury's out on this one. All right, guys, let's dive right in. Yesterday's live, I wasn't able to see as much as I wanted to see. It wasn't ready to be revealed to me. I wasn't in the frequency to see it. Maybe it just wasn't there. Maybe you saw something differently. If so, watch the previous lives. Let me know on today's live in the chat if you're seeing something. And I've got my hydrogen water here. My water is memory, hydrogen, light, sound, frequency, Lumi Vitae bottle you can get on my website, musicbytracy.com. There's a link. Also go to musicbytracy.lumivitae.com. LUMIVITAE, Lumi Vitae. This is definitely helping me elevate my frequency so that I am able to expand my third eye and see and do more things. Now, let me know if the sound is good. It should be. I can see my microphone is on and working. Camera on and working. But let's switch the screen view. Sorry for the shakiness. And let's start evaluating. I'm already seeing something here I want to look further into. I see a face almost like a condor and an eagle up here with like an eye and a beak I'm going to look at shortly. I'm seeing something here, definitely things here, definitely all kinds of things on this wall. And I remember saying to Robert, like I literally, if I stare long enough, I feel like I can see just like full frescoes, not just images here and there. I'm literally seeing like all the things. But let's start with just a few. I wonder what will be the best color. Let's do yellow because this is very red, iron rich, like clay stone, I believe they said it was, which is why it has such beautiful conductivity. Let me know in the chat if you guys are able to see these things. Do I want to zoom in? Maybe I'll zoom a little. Let me know if that helps or hurts. Definitely seeing something right here though. Definitely seeing a face there. I'm just going to back it up. Yeah, definitely seeing. Actually, should I just... Does that make it better? I don't know. I don't love this stylus. I wish I had a stylus that worked a little bit better, but this is the one that seems to like my screen. Okay, we're going to start with that. I also feel like there's something there. Of course, you guys can't see, so let me back out at what I'm drawing. I also feel like there's something more right here. But we're going to start and just go with the easiest things to see and to find. Let me make sure. Can you guys see this? If I work on this here. Definitely feel like there's a pattern there, but I'm not ready to decide. And I usually try to stay at a perspective that's not super zoomed in. And I actually prefer to allow like my clairaudience, my clairsentience, claircognizance to kick in. There's something here, but I'm not ready to say what I think it is because I'm not feeling it yet. Seeing things here, something here. So see how I'm not looking at the shadows. I'm not looking at the imperfections in the stone. That feels, that's giving me like a sword or a staff of Hermes vibe, almost like an Egyptian ankh even. That's what's first calling to me. This feels like Libra scales up here. I'm looking for the astrology. Either it's a serpent. Oh no, there's something here. See what I mean? Like I'm seeing like literal astrology scales right there. But then when I did that, I almost feel like there's a face here, like a jaguar face. So I'm truly allowing the stones, quote unquote, to speak to me rather than try to just assign an image to them based on what my physical eyes are seeing. Yeah, I feel like there's something here. I feel like there's something here. Like that's still Libra scales to me. There's so much that is coming through, but I'm just allowing myself to naturally feel what feels right. That face felt right. I didn't really question it. So I said, all right, let's mark it and move on. That feels like a skull and crossbones style like face to me, but something is making me second guess or question myself. So that's where, pop in the chat, guys, what you guys are seeing. There's no right or wrong answers. You may be seeing something completely different than me. You may be seeing more or less. You may be seeing them in different places. That's what this is all about, is all of us are resonating at different frequencies, different wavelengths. All of us are meant to see different things. We are all puzzle pieces of the same puzzle trying to piece ourselves back together. We're fractals of the whole trying to reunite, and by reuniting, that spurs each other's memory. So there's truly no right or wrong answer. Just because I can see this and you see that, it doesn't mean that we're not on the right track. We're seeing different things. It means that we're meant to see things at a different resonance, different frequency, because that's the beauty of being able to read these glyphs. Is once you see it, in the words of Robert and many others, I'm sure, you can't unsee it. You can only continue to elevate your frequency. It's really hard to stair step down. Once you know what you know, the challenge is then to stair step up your frequency and allow yourself to open your third eye crown chakra to be able to see more things. And water is memory. So we're going to sip on that memory and see what else we can find as we decode the stone glyphs here at Rumiqullqa. Rumiqullqa, the gateway to Lake Titicaca. And after I was here with a friend, we went to Lake Titicaca. Super impactful, super beautiful experience. Still very much something there. I almost feel like that's an eye looking at me. It's a face, but I'm almost seeing a cow face. I'm just not ready to define what I really think it is. Okay, that's what I'm getting there. I want to scroll just because if I look too long, if I get frustrated, this is another angle. Before we were looking at the image from this direction. Now we're looking at it from this direction. So maybe we will see something different from another angle. Again, no right or wrong answers. Just because you don't see something doesn't mean it's not there. Just because you see something I don't doesn't mean one of us is right or wrong. It truly just means, what is the stone ready to reveal? I feel like there's something there. It's just not ready to jump out and bite me yet, but that's okay. That's why we're going to spend some time working on this together. Definitely still feel that this is something. There was lots of serpents in the iconography of Peru. That still feels like very serpenty to me. From the other direction, it very much felt Libra scales, less from this direction than it does and did previously. And again, these are what Rumi called our tour guide, Rumiqullqa, very appropriate, like very Lemurian stones, the way that they bubble out and look 3D versus being completely flat. So very old, ancient stones. Robert believes much older than they are willing to even admit that they are. And when I was there, again, I felt literally like I was just seeing frescoes and frescoes and frescoes, and the walls were just covered with everything. Minimize. I know there's more down here. There's something over here, in between my fingers right here. Again, not looking at the shadows, truly looking at like the imperfections in the stone. How they bubble out. Do I see faces? Do I see animals? Do I see astrology? Do I see the iconography of the place? That's what I'm looking to decipher when we are reviewing these stone glyphs. Let's go to the next one, just again, so I don't get frustrated or distracted. This is the opposite wall to the one previously. I believe there was two very similar stone. It's the gateway to Lake Titicaca, so two similar stone structures with like a walking path through. You can see the little keep away, don't get too close fence here. And I'm just looking to see, let's zoom in a little bit, if anything jumps out at me. And again, I challenge you in the chat. If anything is jumping out at you, put it in the chat. I would love to go back and review it with a timestamp of where you saw it. I bet others are seeing it too, whether they have the bravery or not to say it. But part of this is truly helping each other to be able to see the glyphs, to see the stones, because once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's truly about elevating your frequency to be able to see not only the stone glyphs, but are you revealing more because you're allowing the glyphs to speak to you versus be told what it is that you should see, right? I feel like something here, I almost feel like it's a person riding something here. That's what my intuition is telling me. I'm almost seeing like, I'm feeling a person on horseback here, but I'm like, I see, I feel like I see a person here type thing, but I'm just not ready to define it yet because it's not right here. It's not coming in super strong with me. Usually my clairsentience, my claircognizance, my clairaudience, just a word will pop into my head and I'll be like, oh, that's what I'm feeling. Bear energy, wolf energy, lion energy, jaguar, puma energy, the iconography of Peru in itself. You can hear the ice cream truck driving through my neighborhood in the background. This is really an exercise of tapping into your inner child, allowing that inner child to look at a cloud and say, do you see the unicorn, mommy? Yes, I do. Because again, that is what the challenge is to be able to say, are you allowing yourself and your inner child and your mind to be free so that you can elevate your frequency and see more things? I'm seeing something here. I almost feel like it's like a sickle or a staff almost. Could even be something here. That looked like a golf club, but this is where I was telling Robert towards the bottom, I can see what almost feels like frescoes. Almost feels like it could even be like in Florida, a palm tree, right? That's what my intuition is making me think right there, like the vision of a tree. And then when you back up, like I just feel like I can see feel like somebody's holding something. Almost feel like it's, whoops. Almost feel like it's a person standing here and they're holding something here. Whoop. Holding something here, if that makes sense, even though she can't draw very well with the stylus. So yeah, that's what's coming through for me right there. Is it almost feels like somebody's standing there holding something, but I'm not ready to define it yet. Drop in the comments what you guys are seeing. And again, this is at Rumiqullqa, gateway to Lake Titicaca. I just want to scroll to one more. I love me some easy wins. I love it when things are just jumping out. We can see a bunch of things, but also that can't be the expectation every time. Because then what fun would exploring and discovering, decoding the stone glyphs be, right? If it was that easy, everybody would be doing it. Ooh. This feels like something right here. Almost looks like fossilized. That definitely feels like something important right there, but I'm not ready to figure out what it's supposed to be, because again, waiting for my intuition to pop out, jump out, grab me, tell me for certain that that is undeniable. I feel like that's an eye or something right there. You can hear my cat in the background trying to find a comfortable place on his cat tree to chill and explore. And I have lots of imagery, not only of the stone glyphs. Let's go to this one. I believe that's our homie Sharon in the background. She's got a cat lady bag. We love a cat lady in our life. Actually, you know what? That reminds me. Talk about easy win. Definitely felt like I saw something here when we first got to, this is a fuller image of Rumiqullqa, the mountainside. You're going to walk through that little walkway, the gateway to Lake Titicaca. Definitely felt like I saw something on this side. Again, very rounded Lemurian stones. You can see they kind of bubble outward. Let's investigate this little piece a little bit more. I remember looking at this before I hopped on the live. And I don't know, like it's giving me cow vibe energy, but it's also giving me like very dragon energy. The more I zoom in, the more it's like, meh. The more I stay zoomed out, the easier it is. And again, guys, no right or wrong answers. Drop in the live stream chat what you think this could be. Just taking a second to focus, breathe, look around, rest my eyes. I really can't help but think that there's something right here. Something right there. Like nostrils right there. That's a very bad nostril. Yeah, something like that. It's a little bit below, but she's getting close enough. Nostril, eyes. I see horn there. I see horn there. Like teeth. Looks like a little devil face or a dragon, whatever that may be for you. And then I also see like what could be a body. But again, trying not to force it, truly allowing myself to let my intuition speak to me, and that definitely feels like a very dragony face. Let's go back to the one here, another side angle view here at Rumiqullqa, the gateway to Lake Titicaca. And I know I'm flipping through quickly, just trying to find some quick wins. Put in the chat timestamp where you're seeing these things, what you're seeing. Feel free to send me a private message at Music by Tracy on social media. On TikTok, I have additional accounts, not just at Spiritual Storyteller Podcast, but also I am Tracy, spelled Traxy. I started a new account after TikTok was sold to Oracle because my views on my Music by Tracy page dropped down to non-existent. And these images are from 11/1, so what? Just over 3 weeks ago now. And again, Robert encouraged us that he knows there are more glyphs in these stones, but due to time constraints and limitations, we just couldn't see all that we needed and wanted to see that day. So we know there are more glyphs with more astrology, more Peruvian iconography, just trying to figure out where they're hidden and what they may be. Now on this section, nothing is really jumping out to bite me. That doesn't mean it's not jumping out to bite you. I feel like a face is eventually going to develop down here if I keep looking enough. I'm not ready to say what it is, and that's where I use... Whoop, there's my cat. Hi, Bubby. You jealous that I'm on the live and not paying attention to you? You want some loving? No, you can't keep going in front of the screen. You gotta stay away. Yes, he says, Mama, I'm a star. Everybody wants to see me. I know, you're so handsome. You're so beautiful. You're so handsome. You're so beautiful. Everybody wants to see the Bonnie. Yes, honest Bonus. Everybody want to see him, Mommy. Oh, listen to that boy. Oh, he's so beauty. Okay, you gotta get out of the frame though. We got work to do, buddy. We're decoding stone glyphs. Yeah, definitely feel like that imperfection in the stone is more than what it appears to be, but not ready to define or decide it yet. I feel like that kind of matches up top there, whatever that would be. Trying to see if anything here jumps out and bites me, like my cat wants to. Bubba, you gotta get out of the zone, Bubby. Like there's something here. And this is where I was telling Robert, like, if I look long enough, I just feel like I can see, like, full frescoes, painting, imagery. Almost feel like a flower of life pattern or something is hidden here. Definitely feel like there's stuff happening right here for sure, but saw it differently in person with my eyes. Sometimes these are easier to see in person with my eyes. Sometimes they are easier to see on camera. That's not always the case. That's why I take different shots, different perspectives, different angles. Because sometimes you see it from one direction, you don't see it from the other. I feel like there's definitely, let me turn the camera a little bit. I feel like there's definitely something right here, but I'm not ready to define what it is. And in the chat, definitely drop some timestamps. Say what you're seeing. Say where you're seeing it. I'm just going to move the camera back. Sorry for the shakiness. Keep it centered on the screen. And if you guys are liking this live, these types of lives, please follow, share. feel free to join me. Set that alarm when you follow every day so that you will see when we go live and work on these stone glyphs. Still definitely something there, something here. I feel like there's like, almost like, feels like, looks like a little mouse or a rat or something, but I guess astrologically Chinese, there's the year of the rat, but I don't know that that's what it is. Could it be a horse up on its legs rearing? Leg, horse. I'm trying to ask my intuition, my spirit guides, what is it that I'm seeing here? What is it that I'm feeling here? What's the energy of what's happening here? And again, this is Rumiqullqa, the gateway to Lake Titicaca. Definitely up top here. Feel like there's stuff going on up here. On these last few stones, still feel like something happening right here, like that was a staff or something. Staff of Hermes. Ankh symbol is coming to me again. But nothing is truly jumping out and biting at me right this moment, even though when I was there in person, I know I was seeing a lot of things. I was also, we're tired, we're traveling, long days, we're a little sleep deprived, different time zones. So it's not about trying to force it, it's truly allowing yourself to be in the resonance and frequency of it, to let it reveal itself to you. Definitely feel like there's something going on. On this stone, drop in the chat, timestamp, let me know if you're seeing something, what it is you're seeing. As I do and say that, it feels clear to me that that could be a bird. Hold on, right over here. Feels like a bird side profile spreading its wings, if you see that. There's the eye. Well, come on, stylus. And of course, the eagle, the condor. Iconography is big. There's the face, eye, leg, wing, even though I'm not drawing it in beautifully. Actually, is that more of the face? And that's a wing, leg, wing type situation. Let me know in the chat if you're smelling what I'm cooking there. But definitely something there. Definitely stuff happening on this stone. Just not ready to define what it is, because then my brain will think that it's done and over with. And I'm not ready to say that it is. Now, that being said, can I do a finer? I can do a finer pen. Let me switch to yellow. Definitely feels like that could be something. Done. I don't know if it is a bird. Is it side profile of like a lizard-like being? So many things, but that definitely feels like it's something to me. First instinct was like side profile of an eagle. And I have the original photos. I have the photos where we're saving what we're drawing on them here, because again, just because you see something else, I see something now, doesn't mean there's not more there or different things to be seen. It just means we're at the frequency and the resonance to be able to see this imagery, this image now at this time. And again, it could lead to new discoveries, especially once you understand the astrology, the iconography of the area. That's what helps our intuition get those pings, those downloads to say, okay, wait, so why does this have significance here? Why does it have significance to the time frame that we're visiting, the first day of November 2025, 111 of a 9-year? So all of it has meaning, but that's our job, is to decipher the meaning, decipher the codes in the stones. I almost feel like I can see like a face up here before I zoomed in. I'm excited to see what you guys see that may be different from me. So definitely put in the chat a timestamp. Let me know what you're seeing. We'll go back and look at it together. Still feel like that's something here, but not ready to decide or say what it is. I just keep thinking like something with like at least 6 projections and like something in the center. And then maybe a face at the top. Almost feels like nuclear symbol, like oh, let me draw it because I can't explain it. It feels like a center. Come on, you. Give me my pen back. Come on, you. Give me my pen back. Okay. I almost feel like it's like, finer this time. I almost feel like it's like a nuclear symbol, if that makes sense. That's what I'm feeling or seeing there, like a nuclear symbol. This still feels like a face to me, like eyes. Oops. That feels like a nose. I'll leave that like that. That feels like something to me like face. So yeah, as we look at it more, we're getting more things come through. Again, doesn't mean it's right or wrong. Absolutely not. It just means that we are at the frequency resonance to be ready to reveal it. That feels like it could be another snake to me for whatever reason. And again, for me, it's less of a seeing with my physical eyes. It's truly more of a feeling for me. That's why I'm trying to tap into my clairs, trying to tap into my third eye, my intuition. Let's see if anything else is just screaming at me that it needs to be. Defined right here, right now. I feel like that could be something. I almost feel like that's another. Come on now. I almost feel like that's an eye. back it out. I just feel like that's something right there. This is reminding me of like geese or swan energy. Whoops, that's bad. And again, could it just be a shadow on the stone? Could it just me being very childlike and saying, that cloud looks like a duck or a geese? Is that the horn, the top of the dragon head? Who knows? Who cares? Just asking myself, am I in the frequency, the resonance to receive? I feel like that's like the mouth. Even though it won't draw for me. Not really seeing a nostril, but that doesn't mean it's not there or won't be more revealed. And yeah, I would love to know in the timestamps what you guys are seeing, what you guys are feeling. I feel like there's potentially another face down here. I feel like that could be an eye, that could be the side profile of something. But you may see full body. You may see face on, just a partial face. You may see astrology symbols, right? There truly is no right or wrong answer. It's just, are you willing to open that third eye and truly receive what's coming through? No judgment, no fear, just allowing the stone glyphs to appear. All right, guys, what do we think? This is Rumiqullqa, the gateway to Lake Titicaca. Again, go check out the beautiful channeling on Robert Edward Grant's page from when we were there, what we felt coming through at the site. That may also help guide you and what it is that you're going to see there. The story of the eagle, the condor, the jaguar, the puma, all this iconography of Peruvian mythology is going to help guide you. And again, just like the King's Chamber, we're always looking for the astrology. Is there an Alpha Chi Omega symbol hiding? The symbols that Robert's previous self hides on his self that he's meant to go and find and reveal. If we're explorers and time travelers, have we left something that only we're meant to find there? And it truly is honoring your inner child, being willing to look up at the clouds and say, that cloud looks like, flying spaceship to me. Okay, well, this felt like it was a portal to the galaxy. So is there alien iconography here? Like, what stone glyphs are ready to be revealed? Because we are opening our third eye and allowing ourselves to be at the resonance and the frequency to finally reveal these things that have either been hidden over time and nobody cared to look deep enough to see, or are they being revealed as we choose to see them through the Mandela effects, like the architect would say, because we're now in a place to fully receive them with our higher self, our oversoul, our soul family, 5:55 p.m. as I say that on November 23rd. All these things matter. All these things are important, and definitely felt like I was seeing more there in person on the stones, but not ready to draw them in and define them then, because we're all traveling, we're tired, we're distracted. I like to, at these sites, really be present and take in what it is that I'm seeing and feeling, rather than spend a lot of time on my phone, because I can go back and look at the images, but as you can see, it's not going to be as powerful or as impactful as doing it in the real time environment and just really enjoying that space without a device in front of me. So everybody does this differently. There are no right or wrong answers. You may see side profile. I bet if you see side profile, there's a full body hiding somewhere. There's a full face hiding somewhere, face on looking at you. all of these things, all of this symbology is going to be revealed as you continue to do the breath work, the meditation, drink your sacred waters of remembrance, and do all these things that are going to allow yourself to elevate your frequency, your heart coherence, your resonance, so that you finally are in the right place to be able to reveal these stone glyphs and the messages that we know are ready to be discovered here in the perfect timing. Everything is all about the perfect divine timing. So thank you guys for joining me. I'm trying to go live at least 45 minutes to an hour each day. I told myself when I came back from Peru, and I still have some photos from Egypt I bet I could go over and peruse, that I wouldn't let this imagery die on my phone and just delete it for space, that I would go live with you guys. We would spend some time each day. We would actually look and try to decode these stone glyphs together. Because like Robert said, due to time constraints, do we absolutely know there's more secrets, there's more mysteries hiding here? 100%, totally, absolutely. Are they ready to be revealed yet? Maybe not. But that's our job, is to be in the frequency and the resonance, to be ready to reveal them and make new discoveries at these beautiful, incredible sites, not only in Peru, here at Rumiqullqa, the gateway to Lake Titicaca, but all over the world, especially as we are finding new pyramids, new sacred sites, and temples all over the earth. So drop in the chat what you're seeing. Help us by dropping a timestamp of where you're seeing it so I can go back and look with you. And if you feel called, follow me on social media. I have pages on YouTube and all social media at Spiritual Storyteller Podcast, at Music by Tracy, and a new backup account on TikTok at I Am Tracy, spelled Traxy. You can also find my high vibrational music on Spotify. Tracy, yours truly. Go to my website, Music by Tracy, not only to find my award-winning books, my tarot oracle card decks, my Lumi Vitae water bottle, which has helped me elevate my own frequency resonance, not only using added hydrogen in the water, but light and sound code frequency as well. And again, check out my Patreon if you want to see some more behind the scenes of not only this trip, but my music making journey. So many ways to interact. Merch for my new album that was dropped last year, Songbird. So many ways to not only support as we work to do more of this type of grid work in 2026, but beautiful ways to truly elevate and enhance your frequency so that you also are able to see more in the stone glyphs, because that's what we are here to do. I truly believe we all have different puzzle pieces to the same puzzle. Not all of us are shaped the same. Not all of us are meant to see and do the same things. Why? That would be pointless. But by helping each other, guiding each other back home, we are able to see different things that allow us to make these new discoveries at these sacred sites, so that we are then able to uncover more beautiful things each time we visit. So thank you so much again for being here, guys. Join me again this week, especially if you're off for the holidays. Take some time, honor your inner child, honor your higher self. Let's decode the stone glyphs together and see what more discoveries we can make, not only in Peru, but around the world. And I really appreciate you. It truly is an honor to share these glyphs with you. And until next time, I will see you as we decode the stone glyphs, like Robert Edward Grant from the Peru 2025 144 Alpha Chi Omega Expedition journey. These photos coming to us all the way from Rumiqullqa, the gateway to Lake Titicaca, where we know there are more discoveries ready to be made. Have a beautiful evening, and I will talk to you guys more later.